Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, and I have seen Season 1 of Batman Caped Crusader from Prime Video, produced by Bruce Timm, Matt Reeves, and J.J. Abrams, and I've been very excited about this for a while now, ever since it was announced that Matt Reeves was going to be behind a Batman animated series. Of course, Bruce Timm was involved with the original Batman animated series. And I can say that it is very, very similar in that regard to the original Batman animated series. So if you love that, let's just say you will love this. Yeah, I've seen the show, and we're going to talk a little bit about it now, because we're going to talk about tone. We're going to talk about just the show as a whole, writing, acting, everything. And to start off with, I do think it's really good. I want to put that out straight away. I do have my gripes here and there, and we're going to get into that. Again, no spoilers from me, so you don't need to worry about that. This show is a TVY7, meaning kids can watch it. However, I actually don't think that it is... I mean, kids can watch it, but the great thing about this show is it is tonally dark, gritty, just Batman. It's a very Batman show. Of course, this is set about 70 years ago. So Italian mafia gangs were, of course, on the rise. I believe this has been renewed for a season 2 as well, which is very exciting, especially because of the things that the show gets up to this season. Hamish Linklater, when they've dropped the little teaser for it where you could hear him kind of narrating something like Gotham, I really didn't know. It sounded off. But then, after maybe 3 episodes or 2 episodes of Batman Caped Crusader, I really, really like Hamish Linklater as Batman. I think he's a really good Batman. He's got a great voice. He has a very distinct voice between Bruce and Batman. There's scenes where Bruce is out in public and he kind of lightens his voice a lot more, and then when he gets into the car with Alfred, he goes into that Batman voice. And I really like that little detail that when he's around Alfred, in which he associates with Batman, not Bruce Wayne, he just automatically drops into that Batman persona, even though he's out in public and speaking with Alfred in the car. So there's little details like that I think make this show. Obviously, Penguin, it has been announced that the Penguin is a woman in this show, and that really did surprise me. Oswalda Cobblepot, played by Minnie Driver, who I knew Minnie Driver was in it. I didn't know she was playing Oswalda, but she's episode 1 villain, and it did take me by surprise. I really wasn't expecting it. I think it maybe took me out a little bit. I was kind of like, oh, who's this? When's the Penguin going to show up? And it turns out she was Penguin. I thought she was going to be his sister or whatever. She worked for me. She wasn't... I don't know. My issue with the first episode is pacing. I think my issue with the first 3 episodes of the show is pacing. It gets into it really quickly. I know we understand Batman and his origins, but due to this world that we're kind of set in, this old and classic Batman world that we're set in, I kind of thought there'd be a little bit more set up to get used to this world. But we kind of get into it straight away and kind of uncover the mysteries of Gotham. Again, this is Batman in his early days, meaning people like Harley Quinn. Is Harleen Quinzel. Harley Quinn's story this season is really, really interesting. She has a fantastic dynamic with Barbara Gordon. I really enjoyed that, particularly in episode 5, which is very centered around Barbara and Harleen. There is also an episode, I think is episode 4, which is entirely from the police's perspective. So Batman's kind of an antagonist, because they're trying to set up and capture Batman. Firefly is also the villain in that episode, but it's entirely from their perspective, and I found that very interesting. Something that the show does quite well is jumping between the multiple perspectives without losing steam. I really enjoy each storyline that's going on. Renee, who's also in the show, I really enjoy her as well. Again, she also has a very interesting dynamic with Harleen, especially in episode 5. Christina Ricci plays Catwoman. I really enjoyed Catwoman in the show as well. And just everyone that's being set up early in the show, like Harvey Dent, I'm really, really enjoying. The animation, again, is very classic. If you watched this show, you will be like, this could have been made 20 years ago. The music is very reminiscent. The music's great, by the way. There's little bits like the Catwoman theme, which I kind of feel sounds a tiny little bit like the Batman Catwoman theme. But again, this entire show, I just had an absolute blast with it. I thought all the characters were well written. Again, I still have my pacing issues, and it maybe doesn't hit as much as I really thought it would. I think that I would have liked more in the first half of the season to be a little bit more set up for an overarching story across the show. We do delve into a little bit of Batman's past and his Bruce Wayne, his psyche. There's some interesting things there. Again, I think that's somewhat like episode 3 or 4 that you kind of look into that. And again, you'll look into more characters as the series goes along after episode 5. But I definitely think episode 4 and 5 are definitely a point where don't stop. If maybe if you're not enjoying the first 3 episodes, which I do think you will, especially if you like the Batman animated series, I still think you should stick around at either way, because episode 4 and 5 I think are really gonna surprise you. Great animation, great voice acting, great story, enjoying the world. It's tonally dark. It's Batman through and through. I had an absolute blast with it. I did react to every single episode, so you will get reactions from me for Batman Caped Crusader. I want more of it. I think it's Prime Video's best animated show. I think it's much better than Invincible. I had a fantastic time, and I look forward to seeing what you guys think of this show as well. Thank you for watching the video. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, all the good stuff. My Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd down below if you like to drop off them. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.